with politics and how it affects you, and I'm here again with the very popular, much-loved Sheriff Edge. Everybody loved your last show last week. They didn't even like me. So.
Well, thank you. I don't know about how that is.
Are you blushing? I actually got you to smile. So we're going to talk a little bit about what you've been seeing. There's 26 cases of confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Ellis County, and one of those was a death. The gentleman in Maypearl, I believe. That's what the numbers were yesterday that I got. Is that what you know?
Well, that's what we know right now. But if you'll remember last time, I said there's 8, but we should be getting a couple more that we've heard about.
Okay.
Before we got back to the office, we did get the confirmation. So,
okay.
Yes, currently it's 26, and there is one deceased that had tested positive for COVID-19.
Okay.
Who knows how long those numbers are going to be good, but yes.
Okay, all right. So tell me what you're seeing. I think I'd ask Commissioner Paul Perry about this, but with all the shelter in place and the numbers are still going up, what do you think about that? Or, I mean, does that even have anything to do with you? But I guess it does, in a way, so.
It has something to do with this as far as the shelter in place, but as far as the numbers, we are just now getting more and more test kits in.
Right.
So everybody's expecting to see a little bit of an increase in the numbers at some point. The fact that we've sheltered in place, there are some cases where the test may not even have come back in the time that we've been sheltered in place. So
right.
we can't attribute to a lot of that. One thing that we can attribute to is the judge and the commissioner's court came out real early with some fairly strict guidelines before the shelter in place. And we saw a lot of the public, and we're seeing it now, a lot of the public is complying with that to a very good extent. And we appreciate that. I thank y'all. That yes, we do have the shelter in place, and that whether you like the word shelter in place or not, stay home, stay safe, I guess is a better way to say it. But the citizens and visitors of Ellis County did a good job before that order was put in place, and now they're even doing a better job. So we appreciate that. We thank you for that, and we'll see how it does affect the numbers.
Okay. All right. Now, I have been hearing that people are calling in on their neighbors. Like one woman bought a flat of flowers, and her neighbor called in because she was out at Home Depot and bought a flat of flowers. Have you been seeing a lot of crazy calls like that as well in the county?
We've been getting our fair shares of calls. I don't want to give any specifics because then somebody will say, "Oh no, he's talking about me."
It might be, right?
But yes, we've had competitors of businesses call that their competition is still working. We've had folks that are just traveling across the state going to a different county. Can we do that? We don't plan on stopping anywhere, but can we do that?
Right.
Yes, we've been getting our fair share of can we do this and can we do that calls.
Okay, is there anything you want to tell the viewers right now that you can or can't do that you know for sure that they're going to call you about? They can just watch this so they don't have to keep bothering you guys, or not bothering, but just...
Yeah. Don't want to make light of it in any way, shape, or form. This is a very serious situation that we're in.
Right.
The orders from the governor, the orders from the judge and the commissioner's court are definitely enforceable. It's not real practical for us to go around, and we're not going to go around trying to find anybody and everybody violating this law.
Right.
If the whole spirit of the law is to keep people from congregating, and you get in your private vehicle with maybe one member of your family or 2 members or whatever, your whole family, and you're driving down the road to go to a different county or to go out of the county, we're not going to be stopping you. It's still okay. You know, you can go out, you can go fishing, you can go hunting. I don't know of any seasons that are open right now as far as hunting goes.
Yeah, don't tell people to go hunting right now. It can be a
those types of things are still open and still available, yes.
Okay, all right. What about domestic abuse? I know that people have also said to me, like, if you're an abuser even when you're sheltering in place, and that can be a situation. I think you said that you didn't see those numbers going up, but what are you hearing about that?
We do have times when we have, let's say, a week of bad weather and everybody's holed up. We do see an increase in those types of offenses.
Okay.
We haven't seen an increase in those types of offenses in the county yet. If history shows, and it's any indicator, yeah, we may see an increase, but so far we have not seen an increase in the domestic violence yet in county.
Okay, so that's really good. So anything else that you just want to tell people about right now that they need to know is we're still sheltering in place? Didn't the governor say until April 30th now was how far it's going to go?
Well, if I read it correctly, the governor's latest one that does go to April the 30th does not say shelter in place.
Okay.
It is a little bit more restrictive than his last one, but it is not a stay home and stay safe type order in so many words. The intent is to stay home and stay safe.
Okay.
But it's not a shelter in place. You can't go anywhere like the more restrictive one that the county has. Tomorrow, the Commissioner's Court at 3 o'clock will hold a meeting.
Okay.
And one of the items on the agenda is either to extend or modify the current Ellis County
Court. And that ended on the 3rd, right?
It ends the 3rd tomorrow.
Okay, so
that's why they're having the meeting tomorrow. It effectively ends at 11:59 tomorrow evening. The meeting is at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
So they can extend it. They can totally rescind it. They can do away with that one and say we're just going with the one that the governor put out, and then stay on the same track with the one the governor put out.
Okay.
So the Commissioner's Court will be doing that tomorrow at 3. Those are live streamed. There are ways that you can actually go see it if you want to in person if you want to.
How can you do that?
Well, we're doing it. There's only 10 people going to be allowed in there.
Okay.
And when you start and think about it, you've got the judge and the 4 commissioners, the attorney, and the clerk, the county clerk.
Right.
Well, there's most of your 10 right there. So.
Right.
But they do open the balcony to a few people.
Okay.
They can sit up there as long as you're doing the social distancing. But it is live streamed.
So that's good. So everybody should watch
you can still
that.
see it, and you can see what the judge and the commissioners actually do vote on and agree to.
Okay.
And one other thing that we're working on, it's new, it's coming up at the SO, is I have had some folks, friends of mine and friends of friends, that want to do something to help. So we're looking at forming what's basically called an emergency response team, and that's not an official name yet. We're working out a lot of the details, but these are former peace officers, former military. We've got one medical doctor. We've got EMTs. We've got a lawyer. They're just trying to find. We might need a journalist.
I'm ready to help.
They're trying to find a way that they can get involved without just freelancing and getting in the way. They want to do it in a good cooperative effort.
Right.
And they're going to be working through the sheriff's office with us on that project. So, maybe a couple times later, if I can come back, I'll have more.
You're always going to come back. People love you.
I can have more details on that plan and everything that we're doing. But we're excited about it. It sounds real promising.
Absolutely.
And it won't be at any cost to the county, the taxpayers, or anybody. There'll be a self-funded group, and we're really excited and looking forward. And once this COVID or coronavirus stuff is over, it's not going to be the only emergency we'll ever face. So they'll still be in place, and we'll still be able to respond.
Tell me one more question. We have 2 more minutes. What happened with the Ennis Drive-In Galaxy Theater? Did it get closed down, or did you guys figure it all out? You got a very short time to tell us.
I actually talked to the guy yesterday. I do believe that they're going to try to open up again.
Okay.
But everything is going to be closed. Basically, you're going to be sitting in your car watching a big television screen.
Okay.
The concession stand's going to be closed if they do it, and I'm not saying that they're going to.
Right.
But the concession stand will be closed. They're going to have somebody even at the
loo,
the restroom, and making sure that only one person goes in at a time. They're trying to be very mindful of the spirit of the law.
That's good.
And we'll see exactly how that plays out. But he did talk to me, and I think they're going to try to find a way to actually open.
Okay, so you'll let us know that next week. We have 1 minute. Thank you for coming on, and look forward to him next week, because you guys all love him. I'm Rita Cook, Sheriff Edge. We are ECP-TV and politics and how it affects you.
Thank you.
Thanks.